all here because Dave has all touched us in a professional way.
There's Jody and Colleen.
Stop it! Stop it!
Hands are in my pocket.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. I was wondering, Dave, would you like to give a little share? Ray, let's let Ray. Ray, why don't you start us off? I'm volunteering you. Let's give him a small
something.
roast. What should we say about Dave?
Give us a good story.
Do you have any good Dave stories?
We have lots.
Like a good Dave story.
So, I don't feel like being in the roasting business. But as a matter of fact, I just began a conversation with Dave, which I'll just carry that on, is that I had an opportunity to read through the kudos, very long list, and I read them all. And I think what came out of that was, I have a mental image of who this guy is. And it's so precisely described in those kudos that we all know who this guy is. And in that sense, it's a very unique person that fills a lot of slots in a very unique way. And I think it's because of his way of being and interacting with human beings, his incredible authenticity, his no holds barred in terms of what topics are subject for discussion, and the civil and thoughtful way in one can engage in controversy.
That's so kind.
But mostly skillful, And but anyway, I've always come back from those conversations with Dave, a much wiser person, a much clearer way to think about issues and problems than I had when I entered into it. And that's what I heard from everybody. Everybody has a friend here who's a great listener, a great advisor, and a person who cares a lot. So I think for all of us, that's our great loss. A friend who we can trust, who has great wisdom, who we know, who cares for our welfare and the environment in which we exist, who embodies all the things we say about fellows. We want them to be innovators for sure, but there's another whole list of things out there where the guys in the technical community can have a very important impact on the success of the technology business. And you get down that list of things that not only did he do his thing in the innovation side of the equation, but in the other areas, he is sort of the quintessential manifestation of all the things that we look for in a fellow and beyond. So, Dave, I know, I speak for everybody here, in saying that we don't only like you, we love you. We truly love you because you love us. Because we benefit from having you in our life. So I know for myself, I'd like to thank you for that, and I'm sure everybody around here would feel similarly. So I was just saying the main thing now is we have to figure out how to keep our claws in him, right? So he doesn't, move too far away. And this is a topic that Dave and I have talked about, is that, how do old fellows, they don't just die, they should fade away. And they should fade away in a very constructive way in their own life and what they can contribute to the world and dealing with devices. And we're continuing to wrestle with that model, but I'm sure that through our experience with Dave, he'll add a lot of new dimensions for how to do that well. how to capture, as you say, what's under the curve there for a long time. So we look forward to that for many years to come.
goes without saying. I mean, I always felt like from the early stages, actually from the interview process where they had me as a bachelor's new college candidate interviewing with Paul Brokaw. And, you know, I think in a 45-minute interview with Paul, I'd learned more things from Paul in that interview than I had in some semester-long courses. So that convinced me that this was the place. I didn't need to keep going to grad school. This was the place to come and learn.
Hey, I'd
And-
like to suggest you come up here.
Okay.
People can't
Make it
hear
easier.
you.
The back of my head is usually my best side. So, you know, I think, and it was very quickly that Paul experience it wasn't just about the technology, it was about the people. I was always kind of a team person, and ADI has been a tremendous culture for that, and I think that was this whole thing about it's so much better with 5 of us in front of the whiteboard than just sitting by myself trying to puzzle through this. And I think that just got continually reinforced. The gang that I worked with, people like Chris Mangelsdorf and others, that kind of reminded us that some of our best innovative moments are when we're laughing at ourselves. Right? Don't ever take the work too lightly or yourself too seriously, because again, you've got to be ready to take that on. I think that I felt like I found a place where I could be my authentic self, and we all had a good time. You know, built some amazing things together. You know, I thank all of you guys. I think we talked with a couple of people. We were brainstorming about soundtracks for retirement parties, right? The various songs that you should, you know, Joe Walsh, Life's Been Good to Me So Far, or Grateful Dead, What a Long Strange Trip It's Been, right? But a couple people, I had thought of it, a couple people cited the last song from the Beatles, that the Beatles put out, and it's called The End. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make, right? And I think that what we get out of this is what we put into it with the teams, and I think that that's been my experience here in 37 years, and do look forward to keeping it going. I do not plan on stopping this cold turkey. So I thank everybody who's here and everybody who's not here, but would be, because it has been an absolute blast. And I think we all have built a lot of things that we can look back and be proud of, but nothing, none of the products, none of the revenue, none of the financial impact am I as proud of as the teams that I've been part of, right? So when I go back and look at all the trophies in the trophy case, it's not actually the trophies that matter, it's all the team pictures that are in there. And I thank you guys for all being my teammates over these years, because it's been a blast.
Thank you.
Then the awkward silence.
I'm used to it.
I can't deal with it, it's too much. Now I'm gonna have to talk to Gil all the time. We're gonna support Gil.
This is how desperate you are.
That is a sign, I don't know.